This is how I do the neck mobilizations, self neck mobilizations. Personally, I like using a heating pad because it just feels so nice to warm up this area and the muscles melt. If there's any muscle knots, it's easier to melt them with the heat. So I warm these up. It's a long heating pad that goes in the microwave. You can use this or the towel. I'm gonna show this first and then the towel, but it's pretty much the same thing. So the first thing that you could do is at the very beginning, check if you're in your house by keeping your shoulders where they are without rotating. Check and see where up to it can rotate. Okay, is it furniture, window, an object, so that you keep in mind that range of motion. And then you do the same thing for the other side. You do your exercise, your routine, and then at the end you check again. Sit at the same place and rotate and see if this time your nose goes a little farther in that direction and or in the other direction. So you check both. So I like placing this at the level of the neck, and there's different levels that you can explore. First thing is going to be to tuck your chin as far as you can back, and then and only then start extending, kind of looking up, but with that chin tuck. And let's say that is your range of motion, where it sort of gets stuck. From here, you're going to slightly rotate towards one side and towards the other side. And depending on which side feels a little more restricted, let's say it's this side, then you're going to rotate only in that direction. Just gonna give it a little movement in that direction. Then you're gonna come back to facing neutral. Tuck your chin again. See if you can tuck a little further, and then see if you can extend a little farther. So look a little higher. When you're there at the end range, so that it's not painful, it's right before the pain. So right there, you do the same thing. And then go back to neutral. You can do that 10 times or so. It depends on how much time you have to do this. And then try again. Tuck your chin. Extend and see if you can extend a little farther. And then rotate. In every case, you can check both sides and see which one. Let's say here, it's more the other side that is restricted, then I would do more movements in that direction. For the towel, so I do prefer the heat here. It feels good. But you're more than welcome to use a towel. Hand towel works quite well. You can roll it, and you would be doing the same thing. Tuck your chin, support, extend, and then let's say it's here that you feel the restriction. And then you check one side, check the other side. If this is the side that feels a little more restricted or a little shade of a pain, like a beginning of a pain, then that's the side where you want to go, and do some rotation. See if you can tuck and extend a little more, and then same thing. If it's easier for you to keep it in this direction, whichever way it feels comfier and more supported. You could potentially do it without any towel. It just feels like sometimes there is a certain apprehension, and so we start tightening muscles because we're afraid of having the head going too much backwards. So I just feel this helps, offers some support at the level of the neck. Then if you want, you can also tuck your chin, extend, and do little rotations. So you're almost allowing your head to roll on top of the towel or on top of your heating pan, which is a little, I just find it's better. It's a little harder and it supports better my head, but it's a matter of preference. And let's say I feel something here, like some tightness or some more restrictions, so I will relax. If this is warm, it's going to feel good to just relax and lay your neck and your head in there and have your muscles warm up. You can definitely do this and work with your breathing. So inhalations no longer than 4 seconds, exhalations no shorter than 8 or 10 seconds. If you can, hold after the exhalations and enjoy the emptiness all through your nose, exhalation and inhalation, and so on. And then check again and see if it feels a little more symmetric and a little freer. The advantage of this is that if I want it a little less puffy, I can just use, instead of folding it, I can use just this edge, and then it allows me to go farther. And this maybe this will be too much for you, so give it a try. First try the puffier configuration and see how that feels. If you're very restricted, then you might want to try both and see. As long as you feel supported and you feel confident, then you start trusting this. And when your body starts trusting and feels secure, then your muscles will also release. And feeling secure, supported, is a good beginning. So give this a try. Let me know how things go, and take care.